Good morning, traders. How are we all doing today? Today is February 13th, 2025. It is now 7:22 my time. Market opens in about 6 minutes. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Hope you can all see me okay. And I just wanted to say welcome. If this is your first time watching, we go live Monday through Friday at market open. And if you want to be a part of this, all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, become a member of our Discord group. First link in the description below. 100% free, lifetime access, where you get to watch me trade live every day, get inside my head, and connect with other like-minded individuals such as yourself that just want to learn how to make more money more consistently in the stock market. Right now, LUNR, LUNR, and SOUN, SOUN, both showing signs of upward momentum. SOUN just breaking through levels, and we're going to go over this more. Let's just get a few members tuned in, share our link so that way people are aware that we are live, and we are going to get started. All right, that one is out. That one is done. Just sharing my links real quick before we get started. Hope you guys don't mind. Now in a 30-minute, SOUN is setting up for the 3 stages of reversal. This was a consolidation period to load up, and now it's breaking to newer highs. Let's see if it can hold those newer highs as we move into the day and also tomorrow. This could be a really nice swing trade. But as you all know, I don't necessarily swing trade, so this will be a day trade for me. Anything I do buy will be a day trade. And I believe it was this one. Okay, post. And then LUNR also setting up nice 3 stages of reverse. This one is a little bit more risky as it is below that 200-day moving average, but if it can get that nice reversal pattern, then we can see some progress for this as well, as it just pushed up to 1934 in a matter of just seconds here. 1933, only had 10 shares at 1907. If we had 100 shares, we would have actually been up quite a bit more money. So LUNR, not a bad little pop here, definitely. And if LUNR is going to show signs of upward momentum, then we're definitely going to buy more. 1437, 1930. It just went to 1930, so we will potentially add to our position when timing makes sense, okay? All right, links are shared. We are now officially live. Welcome, welcome. Hello. How are we all doing today? LUNR had a very nice pop up, touching that moving average, so that could still show signs of it being rejected here. So it touched this moving average. SOUN also looking good. That pullback right there would have been the area to buy a few more shares. We're going to get a limit order set at 1925 isn't that far off. I really want to see which one really pushes off. Because whichever one really sells off, that's the one that we'd really want to add to. Right? This potentially can make us, you know, actually, let's do it this way since I have a position. Risking about 2%, $7, to make about 6%. LUNR, same thing, risking about 2% to make potentially 10%. It's not always the best idea to get into multiple trades at once. LUNR or SOUN looks like it may actually be trying to curl back over at these. It's at 1440 level. Yeah, 1440. It looks like it got rejected pretty hard at 1440. Nice little rejection there. LUNR to 1918. This has a little resistance that it needs to get by as well in order for it to continue its upward momentum. $19.15, sound of $14.27. Yeah, so that did not break out. This did not break out here. LUNR holding above 1926. How are you guys all doing today? Exis, good luck today. Thank you, sir. Good, thank you, thank you. Man, a guy misses one live stream yesterday, and we go from double-digit viewers back to single digits. YouTube is ruthless. It is ruthless. They do not want you to miss a single day. Or they think you become irrelevant or something. Insane. Insane. LUNR coming back down. Couldn't get the break either. Popped up really nicely though, didn't it? Okay, market is officially open. Market is open. Sound selling off. That's why we're very light on our position size, guys. Very light. That way if it does sell off, we can actually get in cheaper. $14. Being patient here. Is Sound selling off today? It's very possible. Looking on the daily, I could see that. Down to $14. Sound is down to $14. LUNR pushing up. So we're actually going to add to LUNR. Should have just sold there, honestly. Buy 50 shares at 19. At 1917, we added to our position on LUNR. Here we go. It's pushing up. We're in $1,100, 60 shares on LUNR. See if we can continue this bullishness. There we go, pushing up LUNR. Sound not really doing much of anything. Looks like it's trying to test to get back above. $13.99 would have been nice to average down if it's bullish, right? LUNR has a better bull pattern than it does. Okay, just now popped up, risking 2%, about $20 to make about 10%, $120. Let's see how that plays out. 14.17. It's trying to get back above 14.15. Yeah, if this continues to sell off back to 14, it's a good support. It's a good support at 14. I don't really want to add any more to that actually right now. I'm comfortable with 60 shares here at 60 shares at 19.15. It's got to get above that 947 mark though, 1930s ish level. Internet quality is really bad too, I assume. Hello, hello, good morning. Good morning, traders. You guys are all having a great day. We're trading LUNR for that nice 3 stages of reversal setup here on a 1 hour, right? Rejection, consolidation now in this area. Let's see if it can bounce back above. And then sound, of course, we were looking at those 3 stages of reversal as well. Pulling back, consolidation, and then pushing up. Right now showing signs of it being not really bullish nor bearish. Looks like it's more bearish than anything. Found that support at $14. That would have been a nice entry at $14. LUNR still pushing. Oh no. All the way back down to the moving average. And some. That could have been the point to buy there again. 100 shares. Buy another 20 at 19.15. At 19.16. Whoop. That's not going the right way. Looks like it's getting rejected again. Not necessarily. I mean, it is, but only needs another little pop. Wondering if sound's gonna pop back up. I think it is. And buy 20 shares. I'm gonna buy. Quality is just horrible, guys. It's our internet. I'm sorry. Do apologize for our internet. Jeez Louise. Trading with crappy internet probably isn't good either, right? Trading with crappy internet. It's not even showing me my day's P&L anymore. It's like all glitched out. Weird. Oh, there we go. Now it's starting to work again. So, we didn't catch LUNR on the breakout. Very sad, very unfortunate. Let's see. On the 4 hour, it's way above those moving averages. Was holding above the 9 for just a moment. Now it's back down to 14. That would have been a nice area to buy. And then LUNR selling off. Couldn't break that high. Could still potentially. Doesn't mean anything. May still have a chance to get back above. not a bad price. Not like we're way up here. You know, we're down about 1915 for that breakout. Added to our position at 1917 and 1916 for that nice push up. Should have loaded up more down here, I guess, if it still makes sense. XPV, we were waiting for this to push up. Very beautiful move from 1540 to 1580, almost 3% right there. SMCI pop up and selling off. SoFi, same thing, pop and sell off. Palantir, pop and sell off. How's the Qs doing today? Okay, so they're basically going off of what the Qs are doing. Pretty much everything's going off of what the NASDAQ is doing. So came back up, retested that 532 level and got immediately rejected, guys. Everyone was expecting newer highs today, and newer highs are still not in sight at the moment. This can go back up and retest again, but it doesn't mean anything, guys. That is insane. Overall markets, there's a lot of fear in the market right now. Definitely a lot of fear, as you can see. Tesla, very nice, pushing up from yesterday, 3% high. Trying to get over that moving average. Bitcoin also has this downward trend where it just cannot get back above, you know, now even 96,000. So that's interesting to see as it sells off. Mara selling off with it. Everything else selling off with it. Gold today. Gold is also selling off. This would have been a nice play yesterday from 17 to 18 and even 1863 after hours for a nice 7 to 9% profit. How about that? Now, as gold sells off, JDST will begin to push up. If you think it could sell off even more, there's still a nice 3% profit to be made on JDST, which would be betting against the market. Lunar pushing up, back testing that resistance level again. Let's see if it breaks. And Soundhound trying to get back up to those previous levels. There we go, Lunar for the break. See if it can hold. I don't know what happened. Did we scare away a couple new people? Losing money? I think we scared away some new people by losing some money, guys. It happens. It happens. It's also a Thursday. Not a lot of people that can consistently show up every single day like the way I do or the way other people do. And I even showed up yesterday, guys. That's the sad part. I was here, I was at my station, and I couldn't get my internet to work. There was a snowstorm outside. It was insane. Still traded. I still updated all of you guys in the Discord on my trades. But yeah, that's the best I could do. When the internet's bad, you know, it's kind of out of my control. Okay, I got up to 1955. Let's see if this can push even higher. And there we go. And we're going to get that breakout. Yes, we are. I get a nice little breakout here. Let's see how high we can run this now. Back up to moving average, 2040, 2020, $20 even. There we go. Lunar pushing up, guys. Lunar is pushing up. 1975, 1976, 1980. We're going to block in $20 in profits. Selling at 1973. 20 shares at 1973. Previous resistance from yesterday, 1980s. We're going to sell as it breaks the highs. 1980, 1982, 1980, 1976. So 1917. Oh wait, no, right here. 1973 and 1976. That's where we sold, locking in over half, selling half of our shares at that point. And there's really no need to sell. I'm just locking in profits. And this can go up even more, but I feel comfortable locking in, you know, $40 and then letting this thing ride up a little bit more. Sound is now above its moving average again. Let's see if it can hold at higher highs now. Let's try to get 2% today. If we can get 2% on the day, that'd be fantastic. Doesn't mean we have to. This thing could actually just begin to sell off. You guys hear me okay? Can you guys see me okay? Quality's good. Got some people tuning in now. Maybe sending the kids off to school and whatnot, I guess. Heading into work on this Thursday. Okay, we need to get another push. So 1980 seems to be that area. So we're going to get our limit orders ready to sell. At that $20 mark. Let's get ready for it. That's a 4% profit. Now, if it breaks this, then, you know, 1950 again. Yeah, see, it broke it. 1940. We'll see if it holds. If it does, we'll get some more buyers coming in. Here we go. Nice pop off of that 9 EMA. Looking for $20. Gets to 20, we're going to sell at $19.99. That's where our target price is. $19.99. Can hear you just fine. Nice, causing a ruckus. Welcome. Yeah, had a couple days. Couple red days. Well, actually, I just had the one red day on Monday. Was it Monday or Tuesday? Where I had like 6 consecutive green days, 1 red day. Didn't trade yesterday, but pretty much broke even. I made like $2. And today we're up 30. Sound getting rejected again off of that level, right? So getting rejected. This isn't good for sound. LUNR pushing up. I'd love to see $20 today. That would be amazing to see, as it was at $20 previously. Even popped up to 2026 recently. It's even gotten as high as $25. So this is definitely just the beginning. If you're swing trading, this can actually swing all the way up to $23 to $25. But again, that's not what I do here personally. I don't swing trade. I just get in and get out, lock in my profits, or take my losses. I never turn a loss into a swing trade. I always sell for either a profit or a loss. But I will not hold positions overnight. I've thought about it a few times. I've thought about it several times. But at the end of the day, if you hold a position overnight, it doesn't go in your favor. Lose money on the trade that you should have got out of. And you have to wait because you lose a day of trading with the money that you could have had settled the day before. Does that make sense? So you lose money on a day trade that you turned into a swing trade, and then you lose out on the next day's opportunities because you don't have the cash available to make the trade. Now, if it goes up, great. You know, you're making money when you wake up, you're selling out. If you're selling your position, you're getting out and you're done. And some people's style is like that. Some people like that style. My style is very simple. I trade the direction. If direction is in my favor, I add. If I get to an area where I feel like I can sell for a profit, I will. And if it starts, you know, looking like it's not holding up anymore, then I'll just get out of my position. But still holding above that 9 EMA, so Don't really want to do too much here. Getting rejected a few times there at 1960, 1965. Here we go. It's pushing up. We already got our sell order set. So if we need to, we can drag and drop. Now, why do I do sell limits? Because if it gets up to that point for just a moment, it can get sold. If I have a stop loss and I have it here, it can go up and then right back down. It would not give me time to set my stop. Now, a stop would be good in different areas. I could have like a half stop, and then I could have a half take profit. So then if it goes below the stop, I stop out, right? And then you could actually trail your stop as it's going up. I could continue to raise my stop. So then you're technically going to be green on the trade, right? So if I put my stop to 1950 and I walk away, I know if it goes up, cool, I make more. If it goes down to 1950, well, at least it's above my initial entry price, right? I'm up almost 2%. I'm up 3% on the day, actually. I'm up 3% on the day on Lunar. Now, if we can get a little bit more, you know, I am being a little greedy here, but if we can get a little bit more to that 1999 mark, then we can see, I mean, I think we were dollars, weren't we? Quick 80 to $100. 66, maybe it was like $66. Sound not doing much either. We may have to start reducing our position size if sound doesn't do anything. And we're coming up on 8 o'clock. We have 10 minutes to 8 o'clock. This thing could flush too, guys. Be very cautious of that. This thing could totally flush and come right back down. It does not have to hold here. Come all the way back down to 1750. Looks like there's some people at the $20 levels that are holding. Still holding above EMA. 5 minute looking good. We may have to get out of this position if it starts to lose steam. Starting to lose that steam that we wanted. All that movement here, we're starting to lose it. $19.55, $19.60. We're up almost $50. It's breaking that moving average. And it could also just come back down and test 1933. What's great now is we're in such a good position, it could come all the way back down to this price and we'll still have locked in like $20, right? Because we sold at 1973 and 1976. Sound also not doing nothing. I would have liked to buy more down in this range. At $14 back to $14.30. I'm in a $30 move there for 100 shares. There we go. Can we get a nice little bounce up above the 9 EMA? And what are you guys up to? What are you guys trading today? What are you guys looking at? I'd love to hear it. Okay, we're coming up on 30 minutes. 30 minutes on the live stream. Almost 8 o'clock. We have about 7 minutes to 8 o'clock. And that'll basically show the true direction of the company. My internet is trashed today. Gonna have to sit out on trades, causing a ruckus. Yep. I almost did the same thing earlier. It said I was up to 40 something, and then by the time I went to sell, it had already came back down. And then I almost lost our live stream connection because it said I got disconnected to the OBS studio. Yeah, what a day. What a crazy day. That's how it was yesterday too. I ended up trading on my phone. Hello, welcome. We're up 1.4% today, almost 2%, almost reaching our goal, locking in $23 of that money already, and looking to make just a little bit more here. If we don't, that's all right. For everyone tuning in, we are trading LUNR today. I had a total of 80 shares earlier, about $1,400. Reduced my position up in these highs here, 76, 1973, buying at those lows of $19. So a nice $70 swing. If I would have sold there at all of them, we would have been up about $68. Sold half, waiting for this to continue to push up to around $20 mark. Doesn't have to. And then Sound, we got into this trade at that breakout, buying at 1430, buying at 1439. For that break above 1440, couldn't do it. I ended up buying some more at 1422 and 1416. The better place to buy would have been right here at $14, right at open, as it dipped all the way down to that support and has been holding that $14 support ever since. So anyone tuning in, that's just kind of like a little update for you guys here on the channel. I'd love to see Lunar hold up here on these highs. This is now a support, so that's very clear. Let's see if it holds that support level. Doesn't mean it has to, but it definitely can. I'm going to draw a new support at 1837 because this does seem to have bounced off of that level a couple of times. Okay, so up $40 on this trade here. Sound, we're down about 5. Nothing too crazy. We're looking for that pop, guys. It's curling over on the MACD. Everything's saying right here that it's, you know, it's exhausted. The move's been exhausted. It's crossing over that MACD. Literally right here is where you get that crossover the MACD. The red bars start to get bigger and less green bars, but you know, I still think this is very bullish on a 5-minute candle. It's still very open, or not a 5-minute candle, on a 5-minute time frame. It's still very open. It hasn't curled over quite yet. 30-minute, it's still barely opening up as far as MACD and volume. So still holding. We're gonna wait on this one just a little longer. Again, I can go all the way back down to my 1915 average and still have already locked in profits. That's what's so cool about buying low, selling high, buying the dips, selling the peaks, because then you can make that money when this is fluctuating. It might end the day flat, but if you traded the lows and the highs really well, then you can be up 2, 3, 4% by just trading those lows and those highs. And that's really, really cool when it comes to trading. Okay, see how it's testing that average again? It's above the average though, so this is really nothing long term. Like, it can hold this average and go up to 24. You could actually make this a really solid swing trade too by simply holding back up to those levels. I mean, even if it got to back to those highs, that's a 27% profit, $5 per share. Even if you just held 10 shares at $5, that's $50. 100 shares, that's $500. And here we go, selling off, breaking through that support. So this is like no longer even valid. Yeah, it is. It could be valid. Be valid as a resistance. But yeah, it broke this. I should have sold way up there. 1982. Like all of my position, 1982. But again, on the grand scale of themes, this is still very bullish. It's above that moving average. Like I said, it's curling up and over. This could just be one of those pullbacks that we're experiencing, pulling back to the what would be the support level now, right? Okay, we're starting to get some buyers to step in. See if we can get it to push back up above. Sound not doing much either, just kind of consolidating below that level. Testing those moving averages. On the 30-minute, still above 14. realized right now, 23.64. I think the sound position is going to be hurting us a bunch. I'm going to wait to see if we get a bounce off of 14. If we don't get a bounce off of 14, then I'll just get out. So on this one, I will create a stop because it's selling off. So I'll make a stop at 13.98. If it goes below my stop, I will get out. If this thing begins to go up, then I can increase my stop and push up as it begins to rise. I can then increase my stop as it begins to go up. But right now, it doesn't look like it is going up. I don't want to get stopped out, so I'm going to put it right below that support area. 13.99, it seems like is where that support level was previously. We're going to hold right there. Lunar looks like it's trying to hold that support. Doesn't mean it has to. Looks like it's beginning to sell off. Could sell back off to these levels, and that's okay. It could sell back off to $18 if it wanted to, or $18.30 if it wants to. Couldn't hold this support as it was a strong resistance yesterday at $19.32, and it looks like it's going to remain a strong resistance today at $19.32. So couldn't stay above that resistance. It actually got rejected. This whole move basically means nothing unless you caught a piece of it. The nicer part of that move would have been 1897 to 1982, about 90 cents per share. We're going to see if we get a bounce off of this moving average, as again, it's still above this 200-day moving average on a smaller grand scheme of things. If not, then you know, it will sell off. All right, guys, and that is our live stream for the day. We are now at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, let's see if anything's happening. 8:01, not a lot's happening at 8:01. Looks like we're still getting some selling pressure from Sound, so we may have to get out of this position soon. And then LUNR, not looking bad where my 1915 level was, bouncing off of that. Maybe we'll get a lot of buyers stepping in at this level. I'll keep you guys updated. And yeah, you guys got to see me lock in about $23 in profit so far. We're hoping to make about 2%. Now that the live stream ends, you guys can join our free Discord. It's 100% free, lifetime access. And that's when we give you my updates when the live stream ends throughout the day. Whether I'm adding to my position, selling my position, taking a profit, taking a loss. I share all that with you. And then at the end of the trading day, I give you a recap video, recapping my trades, why I took them, my thought process behind them, hindsight after looking at the trades and making them, and then also my profit screenshots or loss screenshots. You get to see all that, again, 100% free, lifetime access. First link in the description. Also, guys, if you like this WEBULL, you watch this video this far and you want to learn more about WEBULL or sign up and use it as a brokerage of your own, there is a link in the comments section. You get up to 50 or 75 free shares just for signing up with that link in the comments section. You'll get free shares, which you can then sell for money, use it to pay your bills, or use it to begin your trading journey with free money. How would you like to sign up, make $100, and then use $100 of free money to eventually grow into more money? It's a really cool process. It's a really cool system, and there's some people that have gotten, you know, $100, $150, $200 when they sign up. So it's definitely something to look at. Here we go, Sound pushing up from those lows, guys. So what we can do here is we can move our stop up to 14.19, and then we can move it up again to 14.25. And this is how I would do it as far as stops go. Didn't realize when my internet went out that I was behind like 5 minutes on the stream. Yep, that happens. That happens. Okay, so Sound is pushing up. If we just move our stop with it as it goes up, then we can definitely lock in profit. Same thing with LUNR. As this begins to push up, then you know, I want it to hit this limit target, right? I don't want to get stopped out of there. So Sound pushing up again. We're going to push this up as well, 14.29. If this comes down to 14.29, we will sell for a profit. Same thing here, pushing up 1430. It just moved above 1430. We're going to go to 1432. This is a really tight stop. I can get stopped out literally in the next 1 second. But if it pushes up higher, there we go. Then we can increase our stop higher. 1432, 1435. Let's go 1434. And there we go. We got stopped out, right? So 60 shares sold at 1433. As this was pushing up, we were increasing our stop limit. And that's what's cool about stops too. We made about, or wait, what happened? It did not sell. That is so weird. It did not sell. So we're going to sell our stop again. Let's try this again. That was very odd. 1430. Huh? 1429. 1430. Can we do 1430? There we go. Okay, so I could have been a little better execution on that. I think what happened was I went to go to 1432 and it dropped below 1432 to 31, and you can't do that, right? The stop has to be below the price. So I had to stop at 1431 or 2. It went up to 1435 and then came back down, right? But that's one way you can do it too, right? As it goes up, you push your stop higher, you push your stop higher, you push your stop higher. And we were able to catch this before it broke. So we sold 60 shares at 1428. Not the best trade. Could have bought down at the $14 and made about $28, $25. Same thing with LUNR. Nice push up, but could not hold above. So I'm glad we got to get out of at least one position here with you guys for now. Again, this thing could go up even higher. It can go up to $15. That's what we wanted it to do. We wanted it to break above 15, but because we're seeing a lot of resistance, at first we were seeing resistance at 1440. Now we're seeing it at about 1435. It just sounds like it's making lower highs and lower lows, you know. So we don't want to trade in something that has a downward trend. We want to trade in something that is moving up. And again, it could bounce off of this level and push to 1440 very easily, okay? I think that was the push, the 1945. And we may experience another little bounce as well again here. Up 1% on the day, or at least we were momentarily. Sound doing exactly what we thought it would do. It's basically bounce off of that moving average. So sound, we are done with sound today. Could have done a better job on sound. Not buying as high, waiting for that support, buying down here, 60 shares. Would have been a nice, you know, 15, I think like $15 or something. There we go, huge sell-off from them. And let's see if we get to bounce off of the moving average here, and then we may end it here. Looking for a bounce. No bounce. No bounce. Down to 19. $18. Where's it headed? Yeah, it couldn't hold. See how it got rejected? It got rejected off of that moving average. See if it holds at 19, 18.99. Exis, bad day for me today. Got caught trading off my heart instead of using the charts. Lost 500. Oh, Exis, I am sorry to hear that, my friend. We do so well, you know, and you have 5, 6, 7, even 10 green days, building up your profits 1%, 2%, and then one bad trade, you could lose 5, 10, even 20%. Very scary. Or maybe that was your 2% max, right? Whatever the number was, it's still very, very scary. It hits you hard. But now you know, right? You know that you were trading from your heart and not with the charts. And when you put emotion into it, you know, you see these Hail Marys, you're like, man, I can make so much money. And you don't actually see the downside risk or manage your risk. And that's how beginner traders, you know, that's how many traders lose. And get frustrated and quit. Don't want to trade anymore now because losing money. Okay, I feel like this is exhausted. we're literally just giving back all of our profits on the day. Again, selling up here would have resulted in like a $60 profit. But when a move is exhausted, sometimes it's time to just get out. 1897, 1892. Yeah, I feel like we've ran this all the way down. I broke my rule after I have one terrible trade. I don't get into another one, but then I jump back in trying to chase. Yep. I've done it too. Down 50, then down 100, chase it, and then you're down 200-300. Yeah, it happens. All we can do is learn from our mistakes, my friend. Still showing bullish on the 4-hour though, still holding above that moving average. So I'm kind of, I want to hold this and see if we get a nice break now again. People are buying and stepping in. I'd like to get that nice break. Always sell a little bit too early. I have a nice cushion here, so I'm probably just going to hold on to it. I'm just going to hold on to it for right now. There we go, starting to push. We get a nice run back up. This would be beautiful, right? Because my moving average is down here where the run is going to take place. It could be a 4% profit. Could be like another $30 on top of the 25 I locked in. Doesn't mean it has to, right? You got to understand risk as well. I'm only risking about 1%, maybe 2%, which would be the money I pretty much made today, right? So I pretty much break even if it doesn't. Yeah, see how it's getting rejected off of the 9? We got to get above the 9 to get that. But the 9's getting very close again. Very close to where we can break above. Yeah. So guys, I'd love to give you an update. I would love to sell this position live in front of you and get out, but you know, I really want to wait a little longer to see what this does, as it's starting to form some consolidation at $19 again, same as earlier during our pre-market levels, about $19, $18.90. So if we can hold these levels, then we can very easily see this bullish and go back up. Okay. Other than that, guys, I have a very busy day. I have to travel. I got a couple of business meetings around 11 o'clock, and then I have a full day after that. Got to get back home. Got the kids at 3, and getting ready to start the weekend. So we're it's Thursday. Tomorrow we have another exciting trading day before the end of the week, and I would love for all of you to come back tomorrow and hang out again and watch me trade live. So I appreciate all your guys' time. Like always, remember, smash that like button, and let's end the year on a green note. Thanks, guys, and have a great day. And I'll give you updates in the trade ideas, so go over to the Discord.